So now we have our 4 networks, which represents the 4 different parts of our company. But the issue is that from our topology, we have only one switch. And so it means that basically, normally a switch will have so many number of ports. But this is just an idea, even though the switch will never have, say, 200 and something ports. But let's assume that the switch is having 200 and something ports. And so it means that we can accommodate all these networks on the same switch. But if you look at the topology, we are just going to be accommodating, say, at least two machines for each, even though we're going for the same subnet mask. So let's assume that we're just going with 2 IPs each, which is fine. So at least we know we can accommodate all of them. But 2 machines each means that these 2 machines are in maybe accounts network. So these 2 machines are maybe in HR. These 2 machines are in maybe sales. And maybe these 2 machines are in, we have sales, accounts, HR, and marketing. Maybe these are also in marketing. But the only challenge is that by default, a switch is representing a network, and we've created 4 different networks or 4 different subnets. And so what it means is that even though logically using, say, the IP addressing or subnetting, we've been able to divide the networks into different chunks or different small networks. On the switch, we have to tell the switch that, hey, we're going to also divide you into different networks, because we've done it logically using IP addresses, but we also want to do it physically, or go into the device and say that this is someone else's property and this is also another person's property. So basically, we want to do something like this. So we want to give demarcations and say maybe this is one network, this is another network, maybe this is another network, and maybe this is another network. That's what we want to do on the switch. Because as it stands now, the switch is seeing them as one. This brings us to another concept called VLANs. VLANs is just virtual networks, meaning even though we have one big switch, because we have multiple ports on the switch, we don't have to buy new switches for different networks. We can make use of the same switch, but divide them in partitions so that they will look as if we are working on different switches. And that's what VLANs are.